What comes to mind when you think of maple syrup? That familiar bottle you grab at the supermarket for your pancakes, right? Well, today we're diving into a world far beyond that. We're talking about a maple syrup so exclusive, so refined, it's practically liquid gold. Forget everything you thought you knew, because we're about to explore the story behind the world's most expensive maple syrup. This isn't just any syrup. This is Escumenac Extra Rare from Quebec, Canada. While a standard bottle might set you back a few dollars, a 500 milliliter bottle of this exquisite amber liquid can cost anywhere from $50 to $100, and sometimes even more. So what makes it so special? Why would anyone pay luxury prices for something we pour on our breakfast? The answer lies in a philosophy of uncompromising quality, a deep respect for nature, and a process that borders on artistry. To truly understand Escumenac, we need to go to the source, a pristine, centuries-old sugar bush in the Gaspésie region of Quebec. Imagine a forest where maple trees have stood for generations, soaking up the unique minerals of the soil and breathing the crisp, clean Canadian air. This isn't a massive, industrial farm. The Escumenac estate is a certified organic forest, managed with a sustainable approach that prioritizes the health of the trees over mass production. The founder, Martin Malenfant, isn't just a producer. He's a steward of this land. He grew up here, learning the secrets of the maple forest from his family. Now, let's talk about what makes this syrup extra rare. It comes down to two key principles: single tree and single harvest. Think of it like a single origin coffee or a single vineyard wine. Most commercial maple syrup is a blend. Sap from thousands of trees, collected over many days or even weeks, is all mixed together in a large vat and boiled down. This creates a consistent, but ultimately generic, flavor profile. Escumenac throws that entire playbook out the window. They identify specific, exceptional trees within their forest. These are often older, more mature trees that produce sap with a particularly complex and nuanced flavor. The sap from these individual champion trees is harvested and processed in its own separate, small batch. It's never blended. This means that each bottle of Escumenac Extra Rare is a direct snapshot of a single tree, at a single moment in time. The soil, the weather, the specific genetics of that one trietis, all captured in the bottle. The timing of the harvest is also absolutely critical. The maple sap run is a short, magical window in early spring when the cold nights and warm days cause the sap to flow. The very first sap of the season is the most coveted. It's clearer, lighter, and has a more delicate flavor. The Escumenac Extra Rare is made exclusively from this first run, often harvested within the first few days of the season. As the season progresses, the syrup naturally darkens and the flavor becomes more robust. While those later syrups are still delicious, they don't have the same ethereal quality as the first drops. So, the process begins. Traditional methods are honored, but they're enhanced with modern precision. The sap, which is about 97% water, is collected and brought to the sugar shack. Here, it's gently heated in an evaporator. This is a delicate dance. The goal is to slowly evaporate the water content until the sugar concentration reaches exactly 66%. The legal standard for pure maple syrup. If you underboil it, it's too thin. If you overboil it, the sugar can crystallize. It takes about 40 liters of raw sap to produce just 1 liter of finished maple syrup. For Escumenac, this process is meticulously monitored. They don't rush it. The slow, careful evaporation process is what helps develop the complex aromas and flavors without scorching the delicate sugars. Once the syrup reaches the perfect consistency and concentration, it's filtered to remove any natural impurities, known as sugar sand. The result is a syrup of unparalleled clarity and purity. It glows with a beautiful, light golden hue. Before it's bottled, each batch is tasted and graded by Martin Malenfant himself. Only the absolute best of the best earns the extra rare label. So, what does $100 maple syrup actually taste like? When you open a bottle, the aroma is the first thing that hits you. It's not just sugary sweet. You get delicate notes of vanilla, honeysuckle, and a subtle hint of cinnamon. It's warm and inviting. When you taste it, the texture is velvety smooth, coating your palate without being thick or cloying. The flavor is a revelation. It has a clean, refined sweetness, but it's layered with complexity. You might taste notes of brown butter, toasted nuts, and a faint, almost floral brightness. It has a long, lingering finish that is incredibly pleasant. It's a world away from the one-note sweetness of mass-produced syrups. This isn't the kind of syrup you drown your pancakes in, although you certainly could, and it would be the best pancake of your life. This is a finishing syrup, a culinary ingredient to be savored. Chefs at Michelin-starred restaurants around the world use escuminac to elevate their dishes. Think of it drizzled over a piece of seared foie gras, or used to glaze roasted vegetables like carrots or parsnips. It's incredible over a scoop of high-quality vanilla ice cream, or even used in a craft cocktail to add a unique, sophisticated sweetness. Some people even enjoy a small spoonful on its own, like a fine liqueur. The beautiful bottle itself is part of the experience. It looks more like a bottle of premium whiskey or olive oil than maple syrup. It's designed to be displayed, a testament to the quality of the product inside. This intentional packaging signals that what you're holding is not just a condiment, it's a luxury good. So, is it worth it? For the person who appreciates the story, the craftsmanship, and the unparalleled flavor, absolutely. When you buy a bottle of escuminac extra rare, you're not just buying sugar. You're buying a piece of the Canadian wilderness. You're supporting a sustainable, family-run business that values quality over quantity. And you're tasting the purest possible expression of the maple tree, captured in a bottle. It's a celebration of nature's simple, perfect gift. Elevated to the level of fine art, it redefines what maple syrup can be, transforming it from a simple breakfast topping into a true gourmet experience. The next time you see a bottle of maple syrup, maybe you'll think of the forests of Quebec, of Martin Malenfant and his champion trees, and the liquid gold they produce. It's a reminder that sometimes the most everyday things can become extraordinary when treated with passion, care, and a deep connection to the land. Thanks for joining me on this delicious journey into the world of luxury maple syrup. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about the world's most amazing foods. See you next time.